There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Alright. Where's the guys we just brought? Needs the disease cured. Okay. Let's go have a look. Long level 5s don't do anything for me. Medium level 5, activate 3 wards. That's totally reasonable. And I could get a duplicate Plague Doctor item. We'll be good, Aqua. We'll be good. You don't know this, but I have a few hours in that game. That's kind of an interesting item. It's just compared to this item, it's nowhere near as fucking good. I guess you could stack it, have minus 50% stress resist. Kind of be interesting. I don't need the ancestral pen. I really don't. I prefer the speed to the crit anyways. Loki, who was actually Lacey, did return eventually. It took 4 weeks. She was gone for 4 weeks total. Alright, we don't have much in the way of guys left. A couple more of those front row guys, and then like Aqua. So, can I run that without a second stunner? They just do so much fucking damage is the thing. Like, who do I combo with this guy, this girl? It's gotta be a man-at-arms. Just the tankiness is just more important. I think another Plague Doctor. Unnamed one is fine. No. Oh man, we have good ones now. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. And we need a healer. No single target healing to start with. It's awkward. Like this in a Vestal. Play Doctor in position 2. Means I can't AoE stun in the back, which means I can't prevent a lot of the damage. How do I level this fucking guy anymore? No stress heals either. This is a level 0 mission. Are there any level 0s available right now? Nope. So we'll wait on this girl. Wait on Aqua before we do level 0s. Just keep leveling our front line here. Scully, right? Nope. Tommy. Okay, and a random hound. White llama, right? Okay. Thanks, DSVLP. I hope you're enjoying the Civ, man. It's a super fun game. You should get the No Quitters mod if you haven't already, and just get used to that because that is so much fun, and it's still being updated, and each update makes it a little bit better. All right, let's go have a look. Tommy, White Llama, and these guys are all going to have finished being leveling. So really, it's Majors who needs the goodies. So let's give him the goodies. Okay. There wasn't anything in here, right? Right. Everybody disease cured. Yep. All right, let's do it. Provision. Oh, items. So. Double stuns. Heals and stress. Helm Master with the what? Right. Scouting and accuracy. And speed and damage. Right. 4 of these, 2 of those, 4 of those, 3 of those, and food. Okay. All of the guides I made were not relevant to the mod, except the mod guide.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts
2
of
fights
men.
and an item. I think we might just grab the item and then ignore the 2 fights, because seriously, fuck level 5 fights. It's probably the Shambler and the Collector, so let's hope they stay right there. Okay. Kind of like these. These aren't terrible. Those are pretty good. I don't think I want this. Maybe here, but I don't think so. I have enough decent positives on these guys that I don't really want to increase the chance of replacing existing positives with other positives that are likely to be worse. Okay. Shouldn't pick this up. I should wait till the way out. Gotta get in that habit. It's just a good habit to be in. You're going up and down a corridor to get the stuff on the way back, so you can maximize inventory space by using up consumables. Is that like 1 health? 6. I want to do damage here. Should have nuked there too, honestly. Alright, let's start using up the dog biscuits.
Confidence surges
Nice.
as the enemy crumbles.
That's with calm too. That's been a huge crit. Resisted the stun, surprising.
Continue the
Okay.
onslaught. Destroy them all. A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Wait, while I'm crushing stuff. Alright. Items for days. Good.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Crack the
fall.
oyster open. More gold. Okay. Nice to get some pings here. Some scout pings, nice. Trap, curio, room. Where's the next fucking item? Alright. I might camp in a moment. Okay. Damage there. Oh, that's a nice hit.
Give them no quarter.
Damage there. Another crit. Oh. Their turn for crits, I'm sure. Might have been a mistake. Maybe should have stunned him. Guard time? No, I guarded the wrong one though. It's fine. Lucky man.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Stun here. That will let me heal there. You can set up stress healers too. Maybe one more round of Nuki on this guy and set up stress heals. Okay. 59 HP is doing some work for it. The mid game the bounty hunters were better, but I think this late game that just extra HP is just so big right now.
As the fiend
A little bit lower damage, a lot more HP.
blossoms.
Okay. Will it be darkest today? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we'll be set up almost perfectly for darkest tomorrow. Won't be tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that seems to be, looking at the time, that's probably what's going to happen.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
Alright.
The end approaches.
Alright, stun here. More crits? No, it's good. This kills it. Okay. Nice stress, yo, man.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Wow. Items. I kind of want to camp here. Kind of need to get rid of inventory space. Guess I throw out crests.
Circle in the dark.
Don't really need 8 food.
Battle may yet be won.
Where is my food? I have 12 right now. No, we'll just take 2. Stress heal with therapy dog. Okay, let's... Don't have... Yeah, we do. Speed boost right there. Nice. Let's run scouting. And we want stress heal where? Here. Do I have encourage? Yeah, I do. Perfect. Alright, night fight. How bad is it? Obnoxious. They both have normal stuns? No, they got extra special stuns for some fucking reason. Okay. Ugh. Crits. Okay. Right spot, good. Resisted it though, for some reason. 10 HP. He's dead next round.
The
Good.
ground quakes.
Okay. No crit. Good.
Slowly, gently.
Hound's Watch is very useful. So I don't need it. This group doesn't really care that much if it's shuffled, and I have better things I'd rather run. It just hasn't been useful. Stress resist has been really good across the board. And I really, really like Release the Hound. It's a lot of stress, a lot of scouting. And the other thing is this playthrough we've been really, really short on cash, which means that picking up skills they don't have costs me a lot of money that I don't have. So I just haven't been spending skills on camping skills. Camping got a pretty big nerf right before release. Just haven't found it as useful since. Still nice, but why don't you come to the front? That works too.
A decisive pummeling.
Should have stunned that guy. Would have been better play. Yeah, but if you scout, you don't get an ambush. So, I mean, Hound's Watch is no night fight and plus 20% enemy surprise and minus 20% like your hero's surprise or something. But if you get scouted, you can't get surprise rounds, so you don't care. So if you have high enough scouting, it doesn't do anything. I mean, the only thing it's really doing for you is denying the night fight. And the night fights, you know, they've sucked, but all of our fights are at night, so the night fights don't seem as they don't seem as bad as they are otherwise. Can I stun him? I can't.
Masterfully executed.
Imagine Shambler night fight. We've had Shambler. I mean, Shambler does that to you anyways. It shuffles you. It's guaranteed to be a night fight. Okay, he's dead to the dot. Yeah, it's a guaranteed shuffle from the Shambler, and it's guaranteed to be 0 torchlight. So it's exactly a night fight.
This expedition at least promises success.
I don't know if you can escape the fights during camping or not. I have no idea. I haven't tried to run from those in a while. Shambler shuffles, which is, I think, what you're calling ambush.
How quickly
Wow.
the tide turns.
36. Alright. .36 crit. That's pointless. I should just nuked it. Just done something else. It's a mistake. We'll stress tail at the end of this fight versus this guy for sure. Yep, that's what we're using. Speed plus stuns. You have a very high speed group. Very good stunning. I to stun that guy, it was just not a thing. Am I still damage buffed? 1 round. Okay. Been refusing to run negative speed items this entire playthrough and been prioritizing speed lock-ins on stunners and speed items. There aren't a lot of speed items. This is one of the few really good speed items. The one I just have in that other guy.
Powerful blow.
That's fucking scary if that crits. Okay, we can lose men at arms here. He'll probably go before here.
Hold fast or expire.
Okay, we just survived the Death Doors roll. We could have lost this guy to that, because this is the way you lose characters. Big crits coupled with the bleed. That's how you fucking lose characters. So terrifying. So terrifying. That's why the groupers are just such a bitch. It's a little bit of RNG and you can be in a lot of trouble. Yep, agreed, Raging Potato. That's pretty much all my... Well, besides the No Darkness runs... And sorry, I mean the Full Darkness runs, we had some deaths early, I think, from right at the beginning. And we're still figuring it out, the No Darkness stuff, or the Darkness stuff, and figuring out the those mechanics. But yeah, for the large part, that is exactly how I lose guys too. I mean, still, every time that happens, it's a 2/3 chance we don't lose the guy, but that's pretty scary. That's a 1 in 3 that you lose the guy, which is pretty high for the amount of time you've invested in those characters, getting them up to that level. I don't really want him dying any faster. I'd like the stress healer to actually, you know, stress heal, but he's not. He's just howling. Just want the protection from that. It's fine. So he dies at the end of the round. One more stress heal. Good. One more regular heal. Okay. Could have swung for the crit chance. Actually would have been better than waiting. Okay, don't need any of that shit. Are there gonna ever be quest items again that I can dump my stuff in? Yeah, okay. So we finish shortly. Room fight in a moment. Chambler? Nope. Still have the speed buff? Yeah, we do. Nice. This is a nasty group too. A lot of AoE damage and not a lot of recovery. Alright, I'm going to set up Retribution for 2 rounds. Maybe should have stunned one of the ones in front. Actually, I definitely should have stunned one of the ones in front. Wow. Double 21s. We're gonna do it again? Yep. This did 42 points of damage here on AoEs. It's pretty brutal. Another crit off that. Told you this was a brutal group. Fucking hell. Lucky our guys have so much health. Can't seem to fit emboldening vapors in. There's too many skills I already want in here. Occasionally plague grenade would be really nice. Disorienting blast is incredible. Blinding gas is incredible. Noxious blast is really good for finishing off the high hit point stuff towards the end. I guess maybe I could drop noxious blast for emboldening vapors, but every once in a while this sets up a kill on a grouper or something that would otherwise get an attack off. And battlefield medicine is like totally crucial in the cove. So I don't know where I would find the place to get emboldening vapors. I mean, I like the speed buff too, but alright. They both have actions left. We might kill that, but we might not. We're guaranteed to kill that. Let's kill that. It's probably immune to stun. Have a look again. 150. What are we at? 130 plus 70 is two. Yeah, about 50-50. I think it's better than a 3-point heal. I think either way he'll be at 0 health if he gets hit. I'm not actually ready for him to die quite yet. No, the single target stun is really big because it's positioning. It lets him stun these 2 ranks, which he can't do otherwise. It's been very helpful. I didn't think much of it before. I didn't actually use it very much before this playthrough, but this playthrough has been incredible. Oh, that was sketchy.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I guess I don't need shovels anymore. Okay. Double grouper. Surprise round though. And a chest in here. Wonder if he'll kill it. 15? No, he will not. I like Hound's Harry, but I can't fit it in this build because all the other ones are necessary. There's the oh shit, he needs a self-heal, which I rarely use, but still good to have. I mean, maybe you could drop Lick Wounds for Hound's Harry, but Hound's Rush is a must-have. Cry Havoc's been a must-have for these level 5s. Blackjack is a must-have. This is maybe disposable. Oh, they're cheating on their stun resist again. It's guarded, really. That could put him down to 0. Not quite. Groupers in that position can't attack me anyways. Oh, if we crit it, it actually moves him to that position, so now he can attack me, but couldn't plan for that. They're all going to be super stun resistant this round. It's okay. Yeah, it's nice. I need to get this guy high enough so the grouper doesn't one-shot him, then this guy bleeds him. Okay, he should die. See, there's Noxious Blast setting up a kill on the grouper when I was talking about like why I like that ability. Maybe Emboldening Vapors would have done the same thing and maybe got it there first, I don't know. But Noxious Blast is the same type of deal, right? Like, it's getting there before the enemy can act. Yeah, stun removes guard. Okay, stun this guy. Okay, huge bleed. Alright, I want to stall the shit out of this part of the fight. So let's try to get a stun off. Let's back up. Start healing. Alright, start putting, well, actually I would prefer he did damage here. And I don't think he can reach row 3, so we'll let him attack who he wants. How does Cry Havoc work? It's a 65% chance to stress heal each of your party members.
Such a terrible
Alright.
result cannot be
If he crits every time, that's going to be a problem, but at the moment it's alright. So I can guard that. I can stun him.
a singular strike.
Yeah, the champion dungeons just do a lot of damage. I'll guard now because he's starting to get enough of a health pool that the protection is worth having him take the damage for. Before, like the AoE heal is just more efficient if the Vestal takes one hit, and then I can just keep AoE healing that heals her as well. Is he stunnable yet? No, but I can try. There's no stall penalty on this enemy. He basically counts as a size 2 enemy just because he has such high protection and guards. And guard gives him more protection, so they disabled it for this enemy. We mix him really nice in the cove for stress healing. Or are you asking if I have it disabled in options? No, you can't do that in NG. Should have guarded rather than that. We know he's stun immune right now. Ah, crit right at the end. Fuck you. Alright. I wish I knew what the actual crit chance was. Troll dog, will you heal the guy with most stress? You like avoid him 9 times out of 10 casts.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
This guy, he's the greatest, I gotta say. Will you fucking hit this guy every once in a while? Thank you. I don't care about the AoE crit damage. Normally the big thing about crit damage is AoE stress, but with AoE stress heal, like, I don't really care. I just care about the specific stress damage to the man-at-arms. It's the only bit I care about in that. So he's only attacking every other turn. I want to guard again. Guess I can Retribution. Search for crits. Retribution attacks have counterattacks have a little bit of extra crit on them. Dude, he's just crit again. He's just crit 3 attacks in a row. What a piece of shit. It's pretty annoying. It's good. Stress heal. I think we're gaining stress though. I think we were at 46 before we started stress healing. Alright. Why not take Jester? Because he's too fragile for my liking. It's the same problem the Occultist has. If he gets hit, if he gets crit once and then bled, he dies. Oh my god, a non-crit? Is that even allowed? And dodge is really not a protection at all in this game that I can tell. Like the later levels, all this stuff has so much plus hit. That's what I get for stalling. I'm pretty sure I talk about this a lot. The devs have said, at least in the Darkest Dungeon itself, that stalling is a mechanic that's deliberately designed into it, so you have some chance to recover. And I feel a bit like that on some of these fights in level 5. If I can find a mechanic to take advantage of recovering, I'm going to. Crit? No, good. I think we're gonna kill him this round. Yeah. Alright. Got some nice rolls there. Actually hit him with the stress heals. Everybody else is stress healed. And a crit to finish it off. Nice. Alright.
Success so clearly.
Let's drop that. Pick that up.
Or is it merely
Continue with the dungeon now, too. Take the gold. Drop the crests. Take the gold. Okay.
Watch your step.
Depends what your goal is. If your goal, I'm trying to attempt. I'm attempting to beat this on what I consider one of the hardest versions of it, and I'm okay with waiting a little bit for that. I'm gonna toss the keys. I'm gonna keep the gold for now, or not pick up the gold for now. I'm gonna keep the medicinal herbs. I have a dream one day of cleansing calm off of my hound here. I don't need 4 though. I could burn that. Shit, I didn't replace these. Damn it. Brutal. Ha! Nice. No Vestal run. I don't know how you'd heal the champion dungeons without a Vestal. Just seems like head and shoulders better than all the other ones out there. I need to move here for now. Can move back later. Too much of a chance that these two will focus. Well, they can't really focus fire one right now because they'll split up their attacks, but too much of a chance of someone getting crit here. Yep. Alright. You think a cultist has insane heals? For my late game heals, it's just like my early game heals for the cultist. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2. So I don't know what insane heals you're talking about because I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Yep, exactly, and that's the problem for me, Condante, as well, is that it's too unreliable at the moments where it actually matters. The moments where it's super critical, where you can't 0-point heal because you need to bring your character off of death's door, he 0 points heals. And at that point, you lose a hero. I mean, how many times do you think I've healed this playthrough? Like, how many thousands of times, literally thousands of times, have I used the heal button on this playthrough? It's some astronomical number, and I can't have that just sometimes rolling 0. Nine. So I need to do 6 to him. I really wish Retribution did just a couple more damage.
precision and power?
Yep, and overheals. Cultists are really bad at overhealing, for sure. You can't get tanky enough characters though. Like, what does that even mean on like an NG on like and then a champion dungeon? I mean, this guy, we've seen these things with no buffs crit for between around 50 damage, right? You saw just last fight when we were fighting the 4 highwaymen. They had two highwaymen crit each, AoE attacks for 21 each on 2 characters. That's 82 points of damage in 1 round from 2 out of 4 characters. I don't know how tanky your characters are gonna get that you can survive that. It feels probably not. Anytime someone says stack an attribute, I run into issues with this, right? Because these fights are sprints. It's kill the first two, and then recover for the last two, or the last one, depending on the enemies. That's how these fights always break down for me. If I'm stacking an absorption item, it seems pretty hard to do that. I can't control where the other guys go, so I don't get that protection across my entire group. The way I find the best way to protect my entire group is to kill the things doing damage as quickly as possible. So, dodge has been useless as far as I can tell. More crits out of you? Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Alright, we're gonna slow this down again. A Lemming has nailed it. A lot of you have nailed it. Why is dodge useless? It's not that it's useless. It's that it's sometimes perfect and sometimes not even existing, right? Like that's how dodge works as a percentage. And when it doesn't exist, you die. And that's just not. That's not okay. Yeah, it seems to be Decker on, at least for the way I'm playing this right now. I can stun this turn. I should stun this turn. Crits are good here. The round that he can't be stunned by the men at arms. So I can stun him actually this round with Plague Doctor because he got moved back. It's good. The round he's not stunned, I can armor up. Reduce the amount of damage his crits do. Yeah, but when, CS Haig, you're doing that? You just told me 2 characters that spent their entire actions for 3 rounds doing no damage. Is that really going to protect you versus 4 enemies? It feels like it probably won't. So when are you doing that? That is useful. Could set up Retribution just to speed this up a little bit. I don't really want to make it faster, but I do bore of doing this. I mean, it's generally round 2 or round 3 where, round 1 if I stun everybody, that's okay. Round 2 or round 3 tends to be the worst round when there's all 4 of the enemies up and they're still doing a ton of damage. By the time you get to round 10, generally things are under control. I don't agree. I mean, go watch my NG. I don't even think it was NG. Was it NG? I think it was just my basic playthrough on the bosses on the darkest dungeon, where I had over 70 dodge on my grave robber and he wasn't dodging consistently. That means to me, like, if you start running NG where they probably have additional accuracy and then run pitch black where they also have additional accuracy, like, it feels like it's going to start getting pretty sketchy how useful dodge is going to be. I mean, as their accuracy goes up, your dodge is less valuable. Oh, I should have stunned him. Why didn't I stun him? That's been my problem with dodge 2 Yidam, is it doesn't seem to be very consistent past the very low levels. And then there's stuff like suppressing, like, if I remember correctly too, like suppressing fire, isn't the debuff percentage pretty low? So if you want to get your debuffs to actually hit, which you have to do if you're running dodge, then you have to start running debuff items, like plus debuff items instead of plus damage items. And at some point I look at this and I go, why am I bothering? Why don't I just run some damage items on the Arbalest and kill the fucking thing instead of trying to run, you know, try to AoE hit suppressions with low percentage accuracy and low percentage ability to stick the debuff. Seems to work for some players, but it has never worked for me. Was that a 0-point heal? Yeah, it was. Alright, we're almost ready to be done with this guy. This is the protection round. There's the heal for stress. Nice. Oh, he just crit. Oh, there goes plus stress. Alright, maybe we can do this an infinite number of rounds. Yeah, but what's the hit percentage on suppressing fire CS Hague, and what is the debuff percentage on the actual minus percentage part? Alright, we ready to kill this thing? I think so. Nice.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, there's one more curio, and nothing else. Fuck, I guess we shouldn't be too greedy. Let's just toss those, grab the gold. We could just exit the dungeon, honestly. Alright. Alright, 23k, 32k, plus an item. It's not bad. Alright, bad gambler, we don't care about. Stress faster's fine. Sickly, we're not that worried about. Okay.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
You had minus 54 accuracy on them, and they were still hitting you? That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I found. I tried to run the second Darkest Dungeon mission, the one where you're not given enough torches to protect all your guys. My first attempt on that was to have one guy be super dodgy, so if they tried to revelation him, he wouldn't die. Didn't work at all. Didn't work at all. Okay, I think we might be ready to be done for tonight. We looks like we have somewhere in the vicinity of... Looking at our guys. Let's sort by level. I think I have about 3 missions left, and then I'll start doing Darkest Dungeons. I think we're pretty close on actual cash. A couple things to level here, but we're actually really, really close. Alright, so I don't stream on Mondays. Monday's my day off. I need to fix some CPU related stuff on my computer anyways and stuff like that, so I don't think I'll be here on Monday. But I will be here Tuesday. We'll be streaming Darkest Dungeon. This is my 4th Dark Crown. Yep. I thought I got another moon ring for a second. We now have 4 of the fucking things. That's going to be really interesting. Look at this. Minus 25 stress damage and plus 15 virtue chance in low light. I think we're going to be bringing some of these when we go. I don't know if I'm going to bring 4 or not yet, but I'm going to be considering bringing 4 when I go into the first boss. So. Alright. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm done for today. I'll be back on Tuesday. Finish this up. We'll attempt the no light NG plus Darkest Dungeon bosses on Tuesday. We'll have a couple runs to do anyways. That would be good because it would get me warmed up a little bit. I think we have the cash to do the rest of this, so that would be pretty good. So anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Let me throw a host some way. Yeah, 007, you want to message me on Steam? That's fine. Let me just find a friend to host on the way out.